My top 10 MetaZoo fourth wall effects are: number 10, Squonk. If you are crying tears, Squonk has Immortal. If any opposing caster cries tears, Squonk appreciates the sympathy and leaves the arena. And I think this is a funny one. I think most of them are on here because I think they're funny, and I think it would be so hard to pull this off unless you're a real good actor and unless you're actually sad about something, and then to a point I think you need the little bonus of Squonk. But number 9 is Dingball. All electronic devices must be put out of sight while Dingball is in the arena. If an electronic device is used, the caster who used it is dealt 50 damage each turn it is used. And I think this is almost like a know your opponent. Maybe your friend likes to pull out their phone constantly between every turn. And I feel like Dingball would be a super powerful card in that situation, and it can apply to other things like even just the TV being on, and in ways that maybe brings you more into the game and stops outside distractions as much. But number 8 is Alien Astronaut. Alien Astronaut may only be contracted if you phone home, however you define it. And I think this is another funny one, that maybe you just pick up your phone and you call your mom or your wife and you're like, oh, hey mom, I'm just playing my Alien Astronaut, bye. And, or maybe it's just like you do some ET reference, and it's just a fun little communication. And I mean, you could define it in any way you wanted, I guess, but it's just another fun card. But our number 7 card is the White Screamer. You may only contract this page if you scream as quietly as you can. Yeah, I think it would be really cool if this was in the meta of MetaZoo and you just had all these people letting out tiny little quiet screams just all over the area, and just all throughout your game you hear in the background, and I think that's just a fun little thing to have. But our number 6 is the Token Sitter. This page costs no ore to contract if you have adopted a pet. And I guess there's kind of a category of these, and I almost call them the lifestyle fourth wall effects. And they're like comparable to maybe Veggie Man or Bat Squatch, and they're based on things you do in your life. And if you're a really dedicated MetaZoo fan, I guess you're just gonna go adopt a pet, so this could cost 0 ore to contract. Like, other ones maybe aren't this intense, but this is really for the only true MetaZoo fan. Or the intense player, you could say. But, or unless you just happen to have adopted a pet. But I like to think of the situation you haven't adopted one and you simply adopt one just so you can play this card for no cost. But our number 5 is Santa Claus. If this attack has targeted a caster you have given a present to this year, this attack deals plus 50 damage. And I guess it's just good maybe against friends or family, but I could see like you're going to a game and you sit down against your opponent and you just maybe hand them a free pack and say, oh, here's a little present for you, just so, and they're thinking, maybe they're gonna have Santa Claus in their deck, but maybe you don't have Santa Claus in your deck, and it's just throwing them off to what you actually have in your deck. And it's I guess just promoting fun or nice activities. And if that ever situation did happen where someone gave another person a present before a game because they wanted Santa Claus bonus, I think that'd be a really cool situation. But our number 4 is Dover Demon. Tell target caster you challenge them to a staring contest. After a countdown, you and target caster must maintain eye contact. The first caster to break eye contact is dealt 100 damage. I just love the concept of the staring contest, and to a point I wish you could have 10 of them in your spellbook, or maybe you have an unlimited form competition and you just fill your deck with these and you just try to win the whole game by doing all staring contests and just become the master starer. No one will beat you at staring contests. Our number 3 card is, our 4th wall effect is Cumberland Dragon. Once per game, an opposing caster may nullify an attack from this beastie by giving you a flower. It's another one that I think just spreads happiness and niceness, and maybe you go to a tournament and you just bring a bunch of flowers to hand out to people in case they play their Cumberland Dragon, and maybe even if you don't play your Cumberland Dragon, they'll still give you a flower because they would have given you one anyways and they were going to give them out, so they may as well just give you one. And it's just another happiness or promotion of good in a way. But our number 2 4th wall effect is Fresno Nightcrawlers. This beastie cannot be contracted if you are wearing pants. And I guess I feel like this could be taken a lot of different ways depending on who you're playing with. Maybe your friends or in public or with a partner. And I guess like I heard a story of some guy who wears like the tearaway pants, and he plays his Fresno Nightcrawlers and just stands up and rips off his tearaway pants. I just think it's, again, such a fun, silly card, and you can't be wearing pants because the Fresno Nightcrawlers are your pants. They've come to life and you've contracted them. But our number 1 4th wall effect is Jersey Devil. When you contract Jersey Devil, you are dealt 50 damage unless you produce a blood-curdling scream. And I personally love this card, or I think it's my favorite 4th wall effect, because when I was early on getting into MetaZoo, I was watching a tournament live, and it was showing 2 casters and they were just talking about the games, and in the background someone just let out a blood-curdling scream, and I was pretty worried. I thought like someone was in trouble or something bad happened, and the 2 casters were just like, oh, looks like someone played the Jersey Devil. And I guess I just thought it was such a funny situation that I thought it was worried or something, and I guess they started to talk about like, oh, it's really funny when someone goes into it and really produces a good blood-curdling scream, and other people aren't so super into it, and I can understand that, but I think it's just kind of a funny, to a point, disruptive card, and it's just like, oh my god, what happened? What was this? Somebody figure out what happened. And like, that's kind of what happened with me. I was worried, but it's just a fun part of the game, and I think if you know that, it's not worrisome, but that's just me. And that's my favorite top 10 4th wall effects of MetaZoo. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.